magic, let's dive in.
So tell me, what do the cards reveal? What's the truth they conceal? She's the high priestess with the key to every question that's haunting me. A lover's heart or a warning from the past. In the terror's embrace, I'm spellbound at last. Truth's come undone, it's a dance we must face. In the chaos I find my place.
In the tarot's embrace, I'm spellbound at last. Truth's come undone, it's a dance we must face. In the chaos, I find my place. The moonlight glows, the veil is thin. Lunar affinity will call again. Thanks for walking in the light, where guides whisper pure insight. Until we meet, the cards will wait. Mystic whispers guide your fate. With every message our spirits send, for cosmic dreams our souls transcend.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good night. Gemini, can you make sure you like the live stream, please? If you did already, then Fatima, can you like the live stream? One of you guys haven't liked it yet. Thank you. All right, this is for Michaela. I'm getting a yes for you, 6 of Wands. Venus, I have a yes, 3 of Pentacles. Ajaz, no, 5 of Cups. You're welcome, Kayla. Four of Cups is a no for me, Raina. No, Knight of Swords, Sienna. Fatima, I'm getting a no, 10 of Wands. Yes, Louisa, 8 of Pentacles. Maya, it's looking like there is something that he has access to. Seven of Wands. He's blocked in the majority of ways. So most of the ways he's not able to access. But there might be one thing that he still has access to. So, like, for instance, maybe he still has your email password or something like that. But he's not accessing everything, if that makes sense. You're welcome, Maya. We're still working through the list, everyone. Don't worry, we're still working through the list. Hey, Amy, how are you tonight? Hi, Joanna, welcome in. All right, the Gemini. I'm getting a no, Four of Swords for the Gemini. Joanna, thank you for liking. Someone like a friendship, Nessa, but I'm not getting romance. Three of Cups. I'm going to say no for romance, but I think maybe a friendship. Not at night, Amy. 10 of Wands, maybe during the day. Like maybe not before bed, if that makes sense. Like your specific question, I'm getting a no to. It's Eight of Wands is a yes for me, Miriam. You're welcome, Nessa. Joanna, yes, the Lovers. Key, not particularly. This is a no for me. 10 of Swords. I have a no for Jenny the Hermit. You're welcome, everyone. Fabi, no, Knight of Swords. Sonali, I'm getting a no for you, the Hermit. Unique, I have the Seven of Cups, which means you have a lot of good things going. Knight of Swords, you're thinking through this like in a good mental grounded place. But the Seven of Cups indicates while you still have a lot of things that are going right, there still could maybe make some adjustments, okay? Hey Saj, I answered your question that you posted 10 minutes ago in regards to if this person has seen something that you asked. Seen your follow request. I want to say I got a no, but you may want to scroll back and rewatch. You're welcome, Unique. That's on my end of both of us. Oh, that's okay, Gemini. Just scroll back a few minutes. I think it was like, let me see. Maybe like 6 or 7 minutes ago, possibly. Unique, I didn't get an answer on that. Would you like to donate so we can look into this for you? Thank you, Amy. Amy, I'm ready for your question whenever you are. I'm not sure, Unique. I just answered your question. I just answered it how you asked it. So I didn't get any additional details for you. I'm sorry. If you want to know, you can donate and we can look into it. Yeah. All right, we're going to answer for Brittany, and that's going to round out our free list here. We're going to move on to donations now. Okay, Amy. You're welcome, Gemini. Brittany, I'm not getting a direct yes in regards to your question, but I pulled the Temperance card and the High Priestess, and that tells me that, you want to use like your discernment and patience when it comes to this person. I wanted to get a little more information, which I typically don't do for yes nos. I just get a yes no, but when I don't get like a direct answer, I'm like trying to understand why. And I pulled the Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. It makes me feel like this Ben person still needs time to figure out what they want, and that they don't necessarily have plans to rejoin an app or whatever you're saying. There's not necessarily plans for this. This is not a decision that Ben has made. However, Ben is, like, for example, if this is a dating app you're asking about, I feel like Ben is still kind of open to exploring options. Seven of Cups talks about options. It talks about exploring options with like more than one person, and Three of Pentacles talks about like third parties. So if this is like a romantic connection, and you're specifically asking about like, is this person going to rejoin a dating app or something like that? The decision has not been made to do that, but I do think this person needs space and time, and understanding that they're not fully closed off. Like, they're not fully like, they're still open to other options. So hopefully that makes sense. If you want to look into this further, feel free to donate. We can talk about this a little more. All right, this is for Amy. She donated for a mini reading. You're welcome, Brittany. Oh, that's nice, Amy. I'm glad you guys talked. Was it pretty, like, casual? See, what did I tell you last night? I said keep posting. Didn't I? I said he's watching you, keep posting. That's good. I'm glad to hear you guys were able to talk. Let's see. All right. So, Amy, I feel like Elias can't really deny that he's interested in you. I feel like he's not in denial, but I think he's also like, I can't deny that there's something here between us. But I feel like he's like, let's take the pressure off. I feel like he doesn't want to force it or put too much pressure on it. So it feels like he's saying, I feel like he likes taking the lead. I'm glad, Amy. I'm glad you listen. I feel like he likes taking the lead in this because it makes him feel more in control. If you're okay with letting him take the lead, I think that would be best for your connection, because if he feels like you're being more pursuing, like forward, more direct, if he feels like you're the one reaching out and responding to him and texting him, he's going to start to feel a little out of balance. He's going to feel like, oh no, she likes me. I'm not ready for this. Like, so I think what he needs is he needs to be the one chasing you. Like, you need to let him chase you. You need to let him pursue you. Things like this, where it's like, he's texting you, he's reaching out to you. Okay. Because that makes him feel like the pressure is off. Because he's saying, I'm talking to her and she's responding when she has time, and this is a nice pace and a nice flow, and I like this. I think he starts to get scared and run away when he feels like you're chasing him. So if you're liking this dynamic and you're cool with keeping things casual and just maintaining contact like this every once in a while, I think if you let him take the lead, that's going to be better for your connection. Now, if it like, what I'm trying to say is, as long as it's okay with you. Because like for another circumstance, like for example, me, maybe if it was me when I was like, 25, 26 before I met my husband, I would want to feel like I wasn't too much for someone. I would want to feel like if I was talking to them, they were happy to hear from me and they like were responding equally. That's how my husband and I started dating, because I felt like his interest in me was equal to my interest in him, and he wasn't put off by me responding to him or talking to him. He liked it. He liked hearing from me. So, I think you just have to find someone who's like at your balance, okay? So if right now you're liking this pace, you're liking feeling like he wants to reach out to you and he wants to talk to you and it makes you feel good when he's the one reaching out instead of you, then I think keep going with this. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's not been established that he's in a relationship or anything like that. He's kind of liking his freedom. So, and unless and until that changes, then I think keep just having fun and talking to him, because the Ace of Cups is here and that's indicating interest in you. That's indicating like I can't like ignore how much fun I have with her. He's like, I can't ignore that I like talking to her. I can't deny that there is something going on here. And you feel better when he reaches out to you because it's validating that there is interest. You don't like feeling like you're the one chasing someone down. Nobody wants to feel that way. And all he needs from you is response. All he needs from you is engagement, because that will encourage him to keep reaching out to you. That's all he needs. If you're ignoring him and you're ignoring his advances and he's reaching out to you or commenting or reacting to your snaps or something, and you're just like straight up ignoring him, then that's going to make him not want to talk to you. But as long as you're responding and you're matching his energy, you're not giving more to the conversation than he is, that is a good place to be. That makes him feel good. It makes him feel like he wants to keep talking to you, and it makes you feel like he wants to keep talking to you. And I think that's a really good place to be at. So yeah, I think also, like, let this be an example for you that right now you have a lot to post about, right? You're on vacation, you're having a good time, he's interested in what you're doing, but like, let this be a lesson that he likes when you're doing your own thing. He likes seeing what you're up to. Keep your life interesting, even when you go back home. Go find things to do things for yourself. Do like a spin class or, a yoga class, or take a trip in the mountains or whatever the heck. Like, keep your life interesting, because that's good for you and your mental health. And also it gives you content to share, and it keeps him wondering about you, and it keeps him wondering who you are. And I'm not saying that you have to go be this person that you're not, but I'm saying if you feel called to do something interesting or exciting, he likes watching that. He is entertained by the things that you're posting and saying, oh my God, that looks so cool. That looks so nice. That looks whatever. And, it's putting him in a position of wanting to say, hey, like, maybe I overlooked you. Maybe there's something more here, And I think that he is thinking about that, because I have the 7 of Cups, and this card is like, he's got his hand over his chin or his lips, and he's kind of like, I kind of dig this girl's vibe. Like, I kind of like what she's saying. I like her humor. I like her, like, the things that she's posting about. And after the conversation and towards the conversation, I think he was really enjoying it, by the way, Amy, because I have the 9 of Cups. And so this is like wish fulfillment. And so like he was really happy that you guys were talking to one another. I think partly because you guys always leave things off in like such a to be continued place. And I think that weighs on him sometimes. So having conversations, it makes him feel better. It makes him feel like the air can be a little bit cleared, that you guys are in a good place, that nothing is weird between the two of you. And so generally speaking, like during the conversation and like throughout the conversation and after the conversation, he was feeling very good. He felt like you guys were in a better place and he was enjoying that. Am I looking at Kazay? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Hey there, welcome in. We are working on donations right now. Our free list is closed for the night. Did you want to donate? You asked how he could even ride in the hot weather of Ohio and he left you on open. Granted, I'm like, it's whatever. I think he'll get back to you. I think he will. You know, Amy, I sometimes leave people on red on accident. Like, it doesn't mean anything personal. I'll do it to my husband sometimes, or I'll do it to my sister. Like, it doesn't mean I don't care about what they have to say. It's why I like that the iPhone has the unread feature, that if I go into a text and I don't have time to respond or I'm not in the headspace to respond, I can just mark it unread again. Unfortunately, with Snap, that's not the case. I feel like Snap is like designed to make you go crazy because you can see if someone has read something that you've sent and then you feel like, okay, they're ignoring me. So don't feel bad about that. I'm sure he'll get back to you at some point, or maybe he'll forget to get back to you. But then when you post about something else, he'll be reminded, oh, yeah, like whatever. There's another thing where this may not be the case for him because I don't know if he's around little kids or not. But like when my husband and I were dating, my niece, she wasn't my niece at the time, but I've considered her my niece because I've known her since she was like 3 or 4. But she would always ask my husband for his phone. That was like her favorite thing. Before she got her own phone, she always wanted to be on his phone playing games and stuff. And he would tell me that I would call him and she would like push the notification off of the screen. And so he had no idea I was calling him. Or like if I would text him, she would push the notification off the screen. So, you know, I'm not saying he doesn't have kids. I'm not saying he has kids around him, but I'm saying like anybody could have opened that message. It could have been completely accident. Like he could have been like at the grocery store and accidentally opened the app and he didn't actually read the message. So it's like I'm trying to give you different examples that like it's very likely that he intended on responding, or maybe he didn't even see it. So I don't want that to kind of get in your head, because I think sometimes when we can see if people have read our messages, it can get in our head. And like my husband would be like, you know, Riley, because that's my niece's name. Like if someone's calling me or texting me, you have to tell me. And she's like, but I didn't want it on the screen because I was playing a game. He's like, I know, but if someone's calling me or texting me, you have to tell me. So, you know, anything could have happened. All right. Anything could have happened. And I don't want that to get to you. Just enjoy the fact that he reached out to you, that he's been communicating with you, that you guys are having conversation. This is farther than you've been in a while. He's expressing genuine interest in you. And I think just let it ride. You know, you're breezy, you're cool, you're fine. And your value is not based off of a guy responds to a message or not. Yeah, so just like let him do his thing. Maybe he's just a bad texter. Who the freak knows? Me too. Hello and welcome in. We're not doing free readings anymore. The list is closed on the free reads. Did you want to donate? Yeah, keep yourself busy. You're welcome. Absolutely. Hey, Brenton, welcome in. How are you? See, that's what I'm saying, Amy. Keep your life genuine and sincere and authentic, but keep your life interesting. That is good for you. That is good for people who are like I mean, think about it. Think about it. Let's just say you went on a date with someone and you were like, "Oh, well, where are you from? Oh, have you visited anywhere else?" And they're like, "No." And they're like, "What do you like to do for fun?" I don't really know. Well, do you like have like any hobbies? No. Do you like play sports? No. Do you like have any favorite movies or TV shows? No, I like all of them. Well, what about music? Like, what's your taste in music? I don't know, just whatever's on the radio. Like, how boring would that person be? Like, that person would be so freaking boring. But imagine all the experiences that you have and what you have to bring to the table. Keeping your life interesting is good for you, it's good for your fulfillment, and also it makes you for a more interesting person. And that's clearly being read by him. So just keep doing you, do things that are fun, posting about it. Like, I mean, if it's not him, someone's going to come along and find it interesting. And plus, it's good to keep busy anyways. It's good to keep busy, and like, it's just good for your mental health. It's good for your fulfillment in life and having meaning. So okay, Amy, have a good night. Enjoy your dessert. Enjoy. Oh, that sounds good. Good night. Hey, Philomena. What's going on, girl? Yeah, I'm still doing TikTok. I did TikTok a couple days ago, actually. Why? Oh, okay, you're just curious. Yeah, I was on a couple of days ago. When I'm on TikTok, I have to have, since my phone is a camera, I have to have a screen that I can mirror my phone so I can see what I'm doing. And my husband's been off work the last couple of days, and so when he's home, he uses the TV in the living room to like play video games and do whatever, and that's usually the screen that I use when I'm doing TikToks so that I can see, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to know if I'm like in the camera view or not. So whenever he's home, I typically won't do TikTok just because it's easier for me when he's working for me to do TikTok. So yeah, that's the only reason, because he had a long 4-day weekend. That's the only reason you haven't seen me over there this week. But I was there a couple of days ago, though. And I'll be back this week, too. Hey, Melissa. Our free list is done for the night, girl. Did you want to donate? Yeah, definitely, Melissa. I'll be back a few more times this week, over here and on TikTok. So you should be able to catch me. I'll make sure that I go live on Friday too, so that way if you wanted to get a reading, you could get a reading. And then you can always check back tomorrow, because I might be doing free readings tomorrow, either here or on TikTok or both. And Thursday as well. You're welcome. Have a good night. Hey, Philomena, I got your donation. Looks like for a mini reading. So just let me know what your question is. Okay, what's coming towards you? Let's see. I stepped away from my desk. Let me grab my cards. Do you want to know anything, Philomena? Like, or do you only want me to focus on positive stuff? I was saying, do you want me to tell you anything that I see, good, bad, or neutral, or do you only want me to focus on positive things? Anything I see. Okay, let's pull for you. So the King of Pentacles is here, and that indicates like a masculine energy. This could be in love because the next card was the love card. But a lot of times it can just indicate that we are also in our masculine energy ourselves. King of Pentacles is a very stable energy, very practical, meaning that you will feel more secure in yourself, more secure in the decisions you're making. You might also be making really good financial decisions. So if there's any plans to purchase a property or rent an apartment or invest or something like that, you will be making like a lot of really great decisions in that regard, or you will have an advisor that's going to lead you in the right direction. So I'm just interpreting this very openly because with general readings, it's just like whatever comes through. But you do have a lot of masculine energy here. So it can be a dual meaning. It can be more than one meaning why this card is showing up. I also have the King of Cups as well. So I want to say that there is a man here for you, a very mature person that's here to provide emotional support and maybe even more stability. I feel, Philomena, you can definitely take care of yourself, but I feel like there's someone here that wants you to feel like you can lean on them. And it feels like a man, and it feels romantic in nature because the King of Cups is here. I also had the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups come out together, which is making me feel a little bit more like there's a man here for you, because the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups shows me healing of your heart. Okay. So Three of Swords indicates feeling like nothing is working out for me. Why can't I have this? Why isn't this, going my way? And the Ace of Cups coming out with it is saying that you're in a transitional period where you're going to feel like your heart is being healed. You're going to feel like that mindset that you had, maybe where you feel a mindset of lack or feel like you don't have what you're looking for. You are going to come into a place where you are feeling that way. So definitely like healing of the heart, new feelings, new romantic feelings springing about. And then I also have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, which indicates, and the Three of Wands is in reverse. So it indicates to me, Philomena, that you're making plans, like maybe you're organizing your life or setting due dates for things. Maybe you're trying to get certain things in order and just trying to organize your life, or making plans for something fun. Basically, Two of Wands is doing something fun, making plans for something enjoyable, something that you feel will be a payoff, whether that's setting goals or that's traveling to a different place. Two of Wands is kind of that energy of thinking and dreaming about what's to come, and focusing on your life and focusing on what you want out of your life. And the Three of Wands in reverse tells me that these plans haven't actually been made. So I don't think tickets have been booked. I don't think research has been done. I don't think, success has happened, because Three of Wands in reverse means that any kind of preparation that you're doing is not something that has happened yet. But the Two of Wands indicates the fantasy of it all, the dreaming of like what life could look like in a year, 2 years, 5 years down the line. If you want your life to look a certain way, if you want a salary to look a certain way, if you have dreams of visiting a certain country, like this is where a lot of manifesting energy is coming in for you. It's more so just inspiration. Like I said, it's not like you're actually making plans to do anything right now about this, but it feels like there's a lot going on in your mind of like, where do you want to be, in a few months from, or a year from now, or 2 years from now, etc. So just thinking about the changes in your life, what's good that you want to keep, that you want to stick, and then what are some adjustments that you want to make. So that is what I have for you, Philomena. Let me know if you have any other questions that you'd like to add on for. You have another question? Did you send a donation? Oh, no, you didn't. You said what's coming towards me. You said what's coming towards me. You didn't say in love. And I said, do you want like positive, negative, neutral, or, you know, and you said just anything that you see. So that's how I answered the question, because that's how you typed it in the chat. But it's funny that you did ask what's coming towards me in love, and or you said what's coming towards me, and you meant to say what's coming towards me in love, and I still pulled a man here, like a King of Cups, King of Pentacles vibe. So that was interesting, because you didn't specify love at first, and it still came through for you. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't know that's what you were asking me, because you didn't put that. So I answered the question as you asked it. Philomena, it looks like you sent something else. Okay, so you sent for another reading. So you want me to look into the love part of it for you? All right, cool. So just to make sure we don't get confused, I want you to just please retype the question that you want me to answer for you. What's coming towards you in love? What's coming towards you in love? That's the question I'm going to answer. What's coming towards you in love? Okay. Okie dokie. All right, don't quote me on signs, but because I am seeing major arcana in your reading, I'm going to tell you what signs those cards represent. So we have the star, and that represents Aquarius. And then we have the sun, and that represents Leo. So air and fire might be a big part of this person's chart. With the star, it makes me feel like this person that's coming in wants you to believe in love again. I feel like, or maybe they want to renew your faith in love, or they want you to see love differently. Like this person wants to come in and make you feel like there's hope for you. And I think that it's important that when you meet this person, you tell them everything that you've been through. Over time, you don't have to like unload on them right away, but I think they want to know what you've been through. They want to know what your relationships have been like, what your experiences have been in love, because I feel like they want to use that as a way to prove to you that they are different, and also a way to understand you better, to maybe understand how you are, why if you, for instance, if you're a very guarded person, they'll want to know why that happened. So they're going to be very interested in learning about your like upbringing, maybe your childhood, your early years, your relationships. Like this person really wants to get to know you and understand who you are. And I feel like they want you to know that they're interested in that, and they want to kind of show you that they are someone that can be trusted. So this person's like really wanting to renew your faith in love, and just so that you can have faith in them. And I also have the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. It's making me feel like they want you to feel like you're having an easier life. They want you to feel like you can finally rest. If you feel like you've been in survival mode, or you feel like you've had to be in your masculine energy, like very like independent and like be on your own, and I don't need a man energy, like where you're basically like, I can fix my own tires, I can buy my own car, I can take out my own trash, like this is the typical gender norms. Basically taking on that role by yourself and feeling like you can't lean on someone else to help you, or care for you or take care of you. I feel like he wants you to feel like you don't have to be in that energy anymore. He wants you to feel like you're safe and that you can relax. So I feel like his energy is like protector. This type of person's like a protector, provider type. This person is probably like emotionally intelligent. I know that they're at least emotionally available, but I think they're emotionally intelligent, or at least they're trying to become more emotionally intelligent, which is why they're trying to learn more about you. I think this person has an interest in having fun. I think they want to maybe bring you like, out and about. If you feel like you're more of like introverted, they want you to feel more like come out of your shell. I feel like this person is probably very good looking because the sun is here and that's Leo energy. Whenever I see that, it makes me feel like this person is very attractive, conventionally attractive, meaning that not only do you find them attractive, but other people would as well. They might even be good at being the center of attention, or just be very like funny and outspoken when you're in like a social group, just very charming, very charismatic. But I think that they want you to kind of let your hair down. They want you to have fun. They want you to enjoy yourself. And I feel like overall, with like the Ten of Swords, they want you to release your burden when it comes to them. Like, you can still be you, right? And still do all the things that you want to do, that you have interest in. But this guy wants you to feel like you have a partner, and that you can kind of unload a little bit onto him and not feel like you're on your own or you're by yourself. So yeah, I'm getting like protector, provider type, possibly extroverted, very good looking. Caretaker, I would say, is a good word. Someone who likes to have a lot of fun as well. So that is the energy that I'm getting for you, Philomena. Did you see the shirt that was on the bed? I haven't hung it up yet. I was curious before I hang it up if you want to wear it. Oh, wow. Well, I can't remember what it was. I think it's like a short sleeve button down.
Huh?
I think it's like a short sleeve button down.
No, it's long sleeve.
On the bed?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm not sure. That's kind of a separate question, but what I will say, I didn't say when they were coming in. Tarot and timing, that's technically a different reading, but a lot of tarot readers will read the last card of the reading to determine timing, and it's the Ten of Swords. And Ten of Swords is like really fast coming in, which could indicate like the next 10 weeks or within the next 10 weeks. So I would say like in the next 2 months probably. But what I was going to say was, I also feel that you have someone coming in this summer, and the sun is also here, indicating like summertime. So I don't know, like I just have always had a feeling that someone's coming in for you by the end of summer. And considering the Ten of Swords is here, like it could be soon. It could be even within the next 10 days. Like 10 of Swords can indicate 10 days to 10 weeks, like that time frame. So if we're going by the last card of the reading and what I've been feeling for you, that's what I would say. All right, friends, that is where I'm going to leave it for the night. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your evening. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.